Hag Sukkot Sameach, everyone. Welcome to this time of Sukkot. This is a glorious time of the year, and I'm looking so forward to celebrating Sukkot this year. This is a time of rejoicing. The Torah says that we're to celebrate during Sukkot and to make it a time of remembrance, a time of looking forward to the future. Because what is this Sukkot? What does Sukkot represent? It represents the time in the future, the prophetic time, whenever Satan is done away with and all the saints have been glorified. Those who are dead have risen and they now have glorified bodies. Those who are alive have been changed. And we're all living on God's holy mountain, along with his angels, just basking in his presence and enjoying the marriage supper of the Lamb. So this is the time that Sukkot is pointing toward. No wonder we should be happy in celebrating it. No wonder we should be happy in rehearsing it. So here we are entering Sukkot this week. And this is the time where we have several celebrations. We have several ceremonies that we do that point toward a wonderful thing that God's going to do in the earth. First thing that what we're going to talk about is the lulav. The lulav is a bundle of 3 different plant species and a lemon citron. So the species are the willow, the crepe myrtle, and the palm. And those are bound together and along with the etrog. Actually, the etrog or the lemon is held in the left hand, and the bundle of plant species are in the right hand, and they're waved in all 4 directions of the earth. It is a symbolic way of God gathering in all of his people, gathering in all of Israel, gathering in all the saints, gathering in those who have been grafted in, so that we can come together for this harvest, for this prophetic time on his holy mountain. So on the first day of Sukkot, we wave the lulav and we sing a song, Hodu, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good and his mercy endures forever. And so that's one of the things that we do at Sukkot. Another thing that we do is the tashlik. Actually, you can do the tashlik on Rosh Hashanah. It's customarily done at Rosh Hashanah, or it can be done anytime during the festival of Sukkot. And tashlik is the time where you cast your bread on the water. After this time of Elul, where we have been searching our hearts, and during the days of awe, where we have been repenting before God, and then Yom Kippur, where we lay ourselves bare and confess our sins before him, now is the time that we can take the bread, which represents our sin, and cast it into the sea so that it can be seen no more. He takes away our sin and we never have to think about it again. That's what's so wonderful about this ceremony. It really brings to mind God's mercy, his loving kindness that takes away our sin and never remembers it again. Beautiful ceremony during Sukkot. Another thing that we do during Sukkot is remember the torches, remember the lights. And so the lights that were blazing in the temple were just large, and the columns were full of oil, several gallons of oil, and they had wicks that were made out of the priest's old garments. And they said that this light could be seen all over Judea, all over Jerusalem rather, and that homes or courtyards were all lit up. So it was a time of lights, and so we light candles, we light torches, we go outside and we experience what it must have been like during that time period when these big lights, these torches, were lit in the temple. And then also we understand that there's a time of the libation offering. The libation offering was when they went down to the Siloam pond, river, whatever, the ponds that were there in Siloam in Jerusalem, and they would take out water from the pool of Siloam and take it up to the Temple Mount. And after the priest had made the sacrifices and has poured the wine over the sacrifice, they would pour the water libation over the sacrifice as well. And this was basically a cleansing. It was done during Sukkot. It was during this time that the sages added this tradition and have all kinds of teachings around it. And we see it even in the Catholic Church, where the water and the wine are mixed together in Holy Communion. So this is a sacred time of remembering that Jesus was our sacrifice. He laid himself down on the altar and was consumed, and his blood, the wine, was poured out, and then the water, the cleansing water from his blood, now covers us and washes us clean. So it's a beautiful picture of seeing what the Messiah will do when he comes into your heart and into your life. I hope you enjoy Sukkot this year, that it will be a great time of celebration, and you will remember why you have the reason to rejoice. God bless you, and shalom.